along, gentlemen.
Mr. Cartwright?
Yes? What's going on here?
Do as we tell you, and there won't be any trouble. Len, get his gun. And the belt, too. Let's get moving. Mr. Cartwright, you can dismount now. Mr. Cartwright? You don't mind if I tie your hands?
Well, I do mind if it makes any difference.
Well, it does make a difference if you make the mistake of fighting me over it.
I won't fight you. I haven't seen any of you around here before, have I?
No, not likely.
Someone hire you to do this?
No, we're working for ourselves. We plan to hold you until your family pays us to let you go.
You must be drunk or out of your mind, or both.
I'd hate to kill a good man like you. Tip, take Mr. Cartwright's horse. Mr. Cartwright?
Everything went off all right?
Does anything look wrong?
Where's Tip? I don't see him.
I sent him back with Cartwright's horse to make sure it got home. Well, do we stand here all afternoon talking? Careful, Mr. Cartwright. We don't want you to break your leg. Oh, Len, climb up in the rocks and keep a sharp lookout. I don't want any surprise company dropping in. Sit down, Mr. Cartwright. Sit down over there. We'll get you organized. Make yourself comfortable. My wife will be down with some food shortly. Tip, you made good time.
Yeah, well, I didn't want anybody sitting up worrying about where I might be.
You left the horse?
Tied him to Cartwright's front door.
Never mind the jokes. All I want to know is you're sure they'll find the horse.
Yeah, I'm sure. Besides that, I'm hungry.
See what I can do for you.
You heard him. Your boys will find your horse with a message tied to him. You won't be needing that. Take good care of him.
Howdy, fellas. How'd everything go?
Fine, except for one paper Pa forgot to sign.
It wasn't important, though. I'll run it in tomorrow.
Why'd you let him forget it? You was with him.
Well, he came on in ahead, said he had some desk work to do. He just come out of the house. You must have seen him.
I've been in there reading for an hour. He ain't here.
Well, the horse is here.
That animal's been run hard.
Pa wouldn't leave him lathered up like that. What's that?
Says, come to Eagle Notch by 12 noon for further orders. Do not go to the sheriff or your father will be killed. Come unarmed.
Kidnapped.
Which one of us is going to Eagle Notch?
They want $100,000 for your father. Get it together and wait for the next edition of the Territorial Enterprise for further orders.
Well, how'd it go?
No problems. Where's the boss?
He's getting some sleep. Why?
Cartwrights left a note. Chad will want to see it.
Wait a minute. Let me have it. I'll handle this.
Well, don't you think we ought to check it out with the boss first?
Glenn!
Yeah, Chad.
Anything happen?
Yeah, Cartwrights left a note.
Well, what are you waiting for? Let's have it.
I gave it to Tip. He said he'd handle it. I guess he figured you needed your rest.
Where is he?
Down in the mine. Must be taking it up with Cartwright.
You have about 1 second to change your mind, mister. Now, I say you're gonna write what I tell you. What do you think?
Cartwright had it coming, Chad.
He did? Who decided that?
Tip, and I don't blame him. This note,
Let me have it, Willa. Would have helped a lot if you would have killed him now, wouldn't it?
I only asked him to write a note to his son so they'd have proof he's still alive.
he was just trying to scare him.
Why didn't you wake me up when Len came back? I'm still running this outfit. Any of you forget it, like Tip just did, and I'll start proving it. Willa, I'll talk to you about this later.
What's going on between her and Chad?
Chad slowed down a little bit lately. Used to be different, I hear. Shot and killed himself 4 men before he's my age.
How many men you killed, Billy?
Only 2. Maybe you'll try to work that ring bolt loose from the timber. Take your chances on running. That'd liven up things around here, and I'd have me 3 men.
Well, sure sorry to disappoint you, Billy.
Oh, number 3's bound to come along. Ain't you? Be somebody else.
Maybe even Chad.
That'd be a big number 3, wouldn't it?
Willa, come out here.
I'm busy.
I said come out here.
I'm cleaning up the supper mess.
That'll keep. Want to have that talk I've been promising you.
Where are you sending Tip?
Just as far as I can trust him.
Is that what you want to talk about?
Don't you think it's about time? You think I'm blind, Willa? You side with him against me just once more like you did this afternoon, and I'll get rid of the whole gang.
What would you do without them? They're young, they're fast with a gun, they're not afraid.
They're not afraid because they're stupid and we've been lucky. I always worked alone before, and I can do it again.
Yeah, we'd starve like we did the year before we joined up with them.
There are other guns beside theirs. It's my brains that make this outfit work. They get out of line, they go back to rolling drunks for a living. You get out of line, you can go back to the saloon where I found you.
What got into Willa?
Married life. If it needs a longer explanation, you'd never understand. Len, go on and have your supper. I want you to ride into Virginia City tonight with something I want you to place in the newspaper.
It's on page 3. Sounds like a religious message. Remember that even the mightiest Ponderosa can be struck down by a bolt of his lightning and can be reduced to ashes in hellfire. Ye who would be saved, present thyself at the bridge to eternal life before the sun sets again. There ye shall see the true Father. Remember our commandments. Ponderosa, that's a key word.
Yeah, you're right. The mightiest Ponderosa can be struck down by a bolt of his lightning and can be reduced to ashes and hellfire.
Hey, hellfire's that old abandoned mining shaft. And there is a bridge there with that old dry creek bed. I've been there.
Ye who would be saved, present thyself at the bridge to eternal life before the sun sets again. There ye shall see the true Father.
Yeah, our Paul's gonna be at that bridge at sundown.
Yeah. Remember what the first note said. You have to be alone and unarmed.
I think I ought to be the one to go this time.
Yeah, you're the youngest. They might let their guard down more with you.
Be careful. If I leave now, I can be to that bridge by sundown.
Little Joe? Don't come any closer, son. They got men all around covering you with rifles.
You all right, Pa?
I'm fine. Just fine. About the money, Joe.
Yeah, their note said they wanted 100,000.
Have it here by tomorrow noon. Hide it under the north end of the bridge. That's all I can say to you, son. Goodbye now.
Hold it. In this mount now. I know I was right about you. Now, the man would have done something foolish back there.
Oh, Chad, you figure you're going to be right all the way, don't you?
Why not?
Well, I have a lot of respect for your intelligence, Chad.
Thank you.
But you're going to have to be the luckiest man in the world once you get that money. Because if you aren't, you're going to be dead.
What makes you think so?
Been, watching you boys. You know, it seems to me that they think you've lost your touch, or gone soft.
You heard the boys talk against me.
No, I didn't. Sometimes the way a man looks talks a heap louder than words.
You're not telling me anything I don't know, Mr. Cartwright. I'm not very worried about it.
Well, good. Glad you're not.
You know how boys are. You got some of your own. They get big ideas. then you gotta knock them back into line, right?
Well, there's a big difference between your boys and my boys. See, I never have to worry if one of my boys is gonna shoot me in the back.
Young Cartwright's on his way back to town. Tomorrow he makes us rich.
You think that money's gonna make you rich? With 5 of you clawing at it and fighting over it?
As a matter of fact, we don't need you anymore.
Put that away!
You never throw away your bait until you got your hands on the game. Now go on back to camp.
Hey, Willa. Come here, man. Come here.
What do you want?
What do you got in the pot?
Cartwright's dinner.
Let me see it.
That's good enough for him.
Come on, let me see it. It's better if I take this than Cartwright. Besides, I like you better without a gun. Go ahead, give me his dinner.
Stew again? You know, I'm gonna miss your cooking.
Give me my gun.
You're not sore at me now for taking your gun, are you, Willa?
Got smart with me, Tip.
Well, I was smart back there.
I'm getting kind of tired of men pointing out how smart they are.
Oh, really now?
Are you crazy? Chad sees us, he'd kill you.
I doubt that. Chad's getting slow and old. Now, you remember that the next time you look at that has-been husband of yours.
Yeah, Mrs. Cord. She's really one person who listens to you.
Yeah, well, I know how to handle women.
What about them men?
What's that mean?
I think maybe you're downgrading Chad too fast. I mean, he isn't blind. Can't help but see that his wife is, well, sort of treating you like something special.
Well, that's his problem.
If you're right about Chad, if he has slowed down, and he realizes it himself, if he's worried about you, you look out for a bullet in your back, son.
You know who should be sweating Mr. Cartwright? You.
I haven't stopped sweating.
Yeah, well, for a man who's about to die, you sure don't seem to be too worried about it.
Oh, maybe that's because no man ever really believes that another man would deliberately kill him.
Like I said,
keeping you alive any longer is a waste of everybody's time.
Tip?
Don't worry. Your friend here has every hair in place.
Good. And I'll relieve you while you get some sleep. I want you to ride into Virginia City tomorrow early. Keep an eye on the Cartwright boys. See if they get the money.
Thanks.
For what?
My life.
Might be that your thanks are a little premature.
The stew tastes better every time you warm it up.
Go ahead, complain about my cooking.
Miss Gord. I guess your share of the $100,000 is going to make quite a change in your life, isn't it? I mean, you're going to be able to live like a lady. Might even be able to hire yourself a cook.
I love to cook, Mr. Cartwright. I'm not complaining about the way I live.
Oh, but you would change things if you could, wouldn't you?
No, I'm not sure I would.
Well, change is a fact of life, Mrs. Cord. I don't think you'd expect Chad to run around like a gun-happy kid right through middle age. Seems to me he's about ready to settle down.
Well, if he is, he'll let me know.
What about you, Len? What are you going to do with your share of the ransom money?
I don't know. I reckon I'll have myself a time.
Wine, women, and song, huh?
Can't knock it.
No, you can't knock it. Just as you're getting used to being a free and easy spender, you'll wake up in some sheriff's jail, and they'll be asking you all kinds of questions like, where'd you get all the money? I hope you got some good answers. Or are you going to spill everything you know?
I know enough to keep my mouth shut.
Does Chad know that? You know how Chad worries.
We're ready to go.
Well, we're going to have a long wait, so you better make yourself comfortable over there. Want it to Virginia City. No matter what the Cartwright boys are doing, if you see anything shaping up like a posse, I want you out here fast.
Hello, Jim. What are you boys doing out here?
The sheriff sent us.
I thought we had an understanding with Sheriff Coffey last night.
All I know, Adam, is the sheriff's worried. He's afraid you boys will take it on too much by going it alone.
You tell Roy it's our Paul's life.
My orders is to give you boys 1 hour, then follow you in.
All right. But do us this favor, Jim. Stay out of sight for that hour, will you?
All right.
1 hour. That ain't much time.
That's all we've got. Let's go.
We got the money. Now take Cartwright's horse and get moving.
What about him? You want me to take care of him?
I'll handle it. I told you 3 times. Now get moving. They expect me to kill you. You know that, don't you?
Yeah, Tip made that pretty clear. I don't think you will, Chad.
Now don't follow us. Next time I might prove you wrong.
I hid the pouches. They're gone.
Hey!
Pa!
Hey, Paul!
Pa!
By golly!
Hey, you all right?
Yeah.
Hey, fine.
They didn't hurt you none.
No, I'm fine, but we better get after those fellas who won't get our $100,000 back.
Well, how many of them were there?
4 men and a woman. I figured they went back to the abandoned mine where they were holding me. We showed them out.
Here, you take mine. I'll wait here for the deputy and his men.
You're gonna need a gun, too, Paul.
Watch yourself.
We got it. $100,000.
Did you kill Cartwright?
Well, you heard the shot, didn't you?
Yeah, I heard it. That don't prove anything.
Tip, you and I have had it. When we divide the money, you and your friends here are on your own.
When we divide the money. What's that supposed to mean?
What I'm saying is that we hide the money and bury it. 6 months from now, we meet here and divide it. Any one of us can be stopped on our way out of here. And last thing we want in our possession, if that happens, is a lot of money.
You make any deals you want to with the rest of them. I'm not leaving here without my share of that money.
I feel the same way.
Chad, we're wasting time. We ought to be in there counting that money.
If any of them is stopped, how do they explain $20,000?
How to explain ours?
We don't. We bury it at the first good place we could find. Come on.
Chad, I knew you'd pull this thing off all right, but, even if you hadn't, I want you to know I'm sorry for some of the things that happened. And you're still the only man I ever cared for.
I'm glad you finally made up your mind. We got lots of time left, honey. Don't worry.
Chad, how bad is it?
I'm glad we talked things over before this happened. Make him think that he killed me.
Dad! Tip, you finally did it! You shot him in the back!
Well, Chad always said don't take chances. Just take what you want.
You're not taking me.
Why not? Old Soft and Slow is dead, and...
I had nothing to do with shooting you. It was Tip's idea.
Somebody's coming, at least 3 of them. What happened?
Never mind that.
Chad.
You and the boys, ride out. Now go on. Go on and take the money. Just leave me a rifle and I'll buy you all the time I can.
No, Chad, I can't. I'm gonna stay here with you.
Well, you heard me. If you have to throw her on that horse.
Stay put.
Don't fire.
I warned you not to follow.
You knew I would, Chad. Throw out your gun.
No. Will and the boys need time.
Busman all around. Would you rather have Willa alive or dead?
Cartwright. Tell Willa. I'm sorry. I'm sorry it couldn't have been different.
Move out. It's all right, Jim. Little Joe, we got him.
Chad?
I'm sorry. He asked me to tell you that he loved you to the very end.
I'm not worth it.
No. He thought you were.